Well, hello there. Welcome to Fun Day Friday. This is said Larry J. I am your host. Yes, as you all can tell, I'm a little dressed up tonight. Oh my goodness, it's 10:50. It is now 7 p.m. Keep it moving. How has your night been? How has your Friday been? You all know Juneteenth will be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Is Juneteenth tomorrow? Yes, I think it is tomorrow. Well, of course, I will be having that conversation tomorrow about Juneteenth. But but just come on in, make yourself at home, go in there, get some Chick-fil-A, some cookies, whatever. Just don't make no mess. Now we're gonna jump right on into this tonight. So, everyone is getting prepared to celebrate the festivities of Juneteenth and on. So, what are y'all plans this weekend? That's what I want to know. What are y'all some of your plans this weekend? What are you gonna do? Not too many people scream at once. But anywho, I actually came upon this article. It was about this guy. He was sitting in his car, and it was about let me see. Let me see. Can I get these right? What's going on, Miss Phyllis? Shout out to Miss Phyllis in the building. What's going on? I know I am. I'm pretending that it's 7 p.m. Y'all need to come in pretend mode with me as well. Shout out to Miss Phyllis in the house. How has your weekend been? I mean, your Friday. You ready to kick off with Juneteenth, which I will be talking about tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go out tomorrow so I can actually get some content, content. See what's going on. I know they have a parade somewhere up here tomorrow, which I will be going to, because all of these people that's gonna be at. Because people don't think people are not cognizant of there is still a pandemic going on. I don't know whether it have left or nobody. I didn't get no memo in my email or anything about that. So let me jump back to this story. So I read this story of this guy. He was talking about. Yes, I do. I do have to have content. Actually, I have so much content. I'm like, maybe I should start going live about every day. Cause some of the stuff I be having, just holding it in. I got stuff written down, stuff that I've seen and everything. I try to hold back on some of it, because some content, like some content I had gotten yesterday, woo, woo. But yeah, it was this guy. He was sitting in his car crying. You can actually look at it on TikTok. Um, I think the guy named Michael. I shouldn't be. I get on here calling out some of these people names, and some of these people I throw undercover. I give them names. But the guy, he was sitting in his car crying, and he was talking about how he said I sit up here like the delivery services. He was like, it's a shame I go out and I do these deliveries, and I get $1.10, I think, or a dollar. It was something in that nature. And I said, this man talking about a dollar. And then he talking about the app only pays you like I think he said $2 if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sitting up here like, where are you delivering at? You must be going from one foot to another foot delivering. And so he said, well, he's sitting in his car and he got tears coming down. He said, now, I don't know the guy's situation. I'm just going by what he was. But then when I looked at his TikTok thing, which I started to subscribe just to see what the comments were, when I looked, he had over 1 million views just on that segment. And so he was saying it's a shame how he said it. I didn't say it. It's on his TikTok. He said how all of these delivery services do. And I'm saying to myself, I wonder, because some people, I mean, he was talking about he was sitting in his car and he 4 months behind on his payment and they about to take his car. And I'm saying to myself, I mean, to each his own. People do what they want to do. I can't. I don't. I don't try to tell people what to do. People do. I let people do what they want to do. Live how they want to live. That is not. I am. That is not me. So I'm sitting up here thinking to myself. Now he's saying that they only pay $2 from the app, and then you only get. It's so many people that do deliveries because even I used to do deliveries. That's how I know. And I say it's so many people that used to do deliveries and they're not getting paid. Because I know even when I used to do deliveries, even if I just drove like 3 miles or 4 miles, I got paid way more than $2 from the app. And some people they tip, some people don't. But you have to understand when you get into delivery service, when you get in Uber Eats, DoorDash, you driving them folks and slinging them around the car in Uber and Lyft and driving them on the wall and stuff. People have to understand because someone had to make me understand it. And I was wondering, like, these people, I'm sitting up here, I'm providing a service for them. These people need to tip me. Don't they know I'm providing the service? And then it was brought to my attention, a sister of mine, she said, but Larry, you have to understand, you chose to do that. People have the option to tip you if they want to. They don't have to tip you. And this man sitting in his car talking about they only give him $1 and something. Go get it. I was about to say, well, you have to go get a job. Like, it's just that simple. Because people don't have to tip you. It's a service that you, and at the time, I chose to do. So people choose to tip you if they want to. So if you drive 10 miles and you go deliver these people their food, and they say, oh, thank you so much, and they close the door. Okay, you have to make use of it. See, I would do my little services a little different, but I'm not gonna say how I used to do my service because how I used to do my service, I didn't have no. I would run very minimum because I scope out things. I would have a very minimum of when people tip me, but I made sure I got good tips because I provided excellent customer service. See, some of y'all that be doing this DoorDash and stuff, y'all customer service sucks. It just suck. And then you wonder why them people don't tip you. Okay, you waiting on these people food. You don't communicate with these people, letting them know what's going on, what's taking them so long. You're not providing them all the details of what's going on. Yes, like Miss Phillips said, go get another job. I mean, it is what it is. I'm like Miss Phillips. I mean, go get a job. See, one of the things is people don't want to work. So they figure, oh, I do DoorDash, oh, I do Uber, oh, I do Lyft. I create my own schedule. Oh, okay, you create your own schedule. But then you have to depend upon other people to actually your income go up and down because you depend on someone else's income stream, and then it depends on how the miles go, how many miles you drive, and what demographic you deliver in or you drive in. So all of that plays a part. So he's sitting up, and I'm saying this man is sitting up here like these people. I'm like, if these people were only paying $2 just to drive around the corner, because sometimes I used to just deliver and drive around the corner, and I got more than $2. It might have been like $5 or $4, because it depends on which company you go to, because you get paid while you wait there as well. And I said, well, oh, okay. I said, some of the people, they'll believe what he say. And he was up there just crying. I should go get some water and pour it on my face, but I can't do that because I'm kind of dressed up. So I should go get some water and pour it on my face and cry. All you have to do is get on camera and shed a few tears, and then you grab the sympathy of people, especially. And I'm like, these people. But anyway, to another story. How about our governor? They're demanding our governor to rip up Miss Keisha Bottoms up out her chair, because it's been stated that she's not been doing her job. So some of the people have been, I'm gonna say allegedly, but this is in an article that I read that flew across my radar. So let's read why they said that she need to be out of here. I didn't see it. Larry J did not say this. Larry J got this from an article, and this article states, I have to come up here and be y'all. I'm not a journalist. I am not a news anchor. I have to come up here and be y'all news anchor because some of y'all don't be watching the news no way. So the title of it, just in case you want to go Google, it said demand Governor Kemp remove Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance bottoms up unless she steps down now. Why they want her to remove? She have violated her oath and is guilty of failure to perform her duties in regard to the protection of her citizenry. I don't tore up that word. We're going to press the gas and keep it moving. And their property by dismantling and destabilizing of certain municipal municipal services as it pertains to public safety. These include, but are not limited to, they had went and got the library and seemed like they threw the whole library at her. These include, but not limited, the obstruction of the function of the Atlanta Police Department, the erosion of police and community relations. Let's see. Community relations. The failure to maintain proper employment within the police department. The dismantling of the police training standards by firing officers for beating up them people. She did the right thing. Without due to process. I didn't know you have to have a process when they're on camera. Anywho, the failure to maintain a properly functioning municipal jail. I wonder am I pronouncing that word right? Who knows? The failure to maintain fire and emergency services with the adequate equipment and facilities. Her failure to keep the city safe has cost billions and property damages and the countless deaths of our fellow citizens. Also, really, Governor Kemp, you really concerned about the citizens of Georgia when you told these people, when you don't took away these people, right? You don't shit the CARES Act down early, June 26th. Hello, everyone, June 26th. Just in case you still getting your unemployment, June 26th. Oh, and by the way, you will have to fill out the extra process after you know how when you do you redeem your claim and everything, and then it takes you to the next step where you have to go in and fill out the 3 jobs that you did for that week. You will have to start doing that after June 26th. So it says, of our fellows, 13,000 signatures would have removed her by recall by her. Here go these law symbols: O.C.G.A. and then that double S 21-4-5, which states a public officer can be recalled at any time during her term of office except during the first 180 days or the last days of his or her term of office. And they were talking about how she don't get no pass and all of this stuff. Well, Miss Bottoms Up, we're gonna see how you take that. You and it seemed like you and Governor Kemp, y'all be going in and really throwing the book at it. Yes, they done took all the libraries in DeKalb and Fulton and Clay and Cobb and Gwinnett and threw it up. They threw all them encyclopedias. You know how back in the day, how the people used to come to your door and they used to sell them encyclopedias, and they come in bringing you boxes of encyclopedias that some of us didn't never read, especially some of your children, they didn't never read. The only time I use them encyclopedias, unless I was actually doing a research paper, they had pretty pictures in it, but that was the only time. Yes, it's steadily approaching. I hope these people getting their A game on, because as I go by, I see a lot of signs out there that's saying hiring, full-time, part-time, hiring, because they desperate for people, because them people ain't trying to come back to work. Y'all should y'all people that are employed out there, some of these places, y'all should treat these people right. Governor Kemp, I hope you hear this. They're not treating these people right in these places. They want to get these people up in these places of employment and treat them like animals, like wild, loose animals. These people, these are human beings. They have feelings. They tell you, they try to tell you how you treat them. You disregard them. You discriminate against them. You call them liars. You use and you abuse them, and you wonder why you can't get them back into work. Some states are offering to pay you just to come back to work. They're offering to give you an incentive. On to the next. Bottoms up. Speaking of bottoms up, I was somewhere. These people are off the chain. People will come up and give you anything. I was somewhere and I was having a conversation with a DJ, and a guy, he slides by and he was like, follow me on Instagram. So he give this DJ a flyer with a tube. It was like that big. So I'm sitting up there thinking, I'm like, well, okay. I'm like, he giving him a tube. I'm like, oh, must be giving him a cigar. I'm like, but I can tell he must don't know this DJ because this DJ does not smoke. So he done gave the DJ a tube. So the DJ's like, well, I don't smoke, but hey, anyway, I give it to somebody else. He opened up that tube. Woof. He said, what is this? He said, this man came up and gave me some weed. It was weed all wrapped up in a nice little plastic thing. Oops. No, not weed. I'm sorry. Let me give you the political thing. Let's rewind this video. Rewind. Play. He gave him a tube. Yes. Some things just come out of my mouth when I be up here. I've already said weed, but I'm going to pretend to rewind this because we have to redo that segment. Play. He gave him a tube with some trees wrapped up in paper with grass. It was grass. So the guy say, smell this. So I smell. Woof. I say, you going to jail. You going to jail. You better not put that in your car. Because if the least little oops, you going to jail. You better. He said, oh, I'm going to get rid of this. He was like, I don't even, what made him think? I was like, well, people just do whatever they want to these days. It just amazes me how people do what they want to. On to the next, Juneteenth. I think I'm going to dive more in a wonderful segment about that tomorrow because everybody's out kicking off the weekend celebrating Juneteenth. Yeah! Everybody's out there. Not everybody, most people. Is out there celebrating Juneteenth. Well, I have my thoughts on Juneteenth. But just to give a little snippet, I think we might want to stay more focused of what's going on and what's not being looked at. Juneteenth is a wonderful day. I had to go do some reading upon Juneteenth. Because when there is a what, there is a why to the what has been done. So, I would say I don't know whether to say I'm happy or what about today. I just know there's a hidden agenda behind the day. Now that I'm not crazy. Be like, people, wake up, stay woke. Because after Juneteenth, something else gonna pop off. And then everybody gonna be looking like, wait, what? But I think because I'm gonna have to go out and get some more. I'm gonna have to go and see what my eyes see tomorrow. But anyway, I hope you all are planning a wonderful weekend. The weather is going to be beautiful out there. Oh, well, speaking of that, Miss Phyllis, I'm glad you brought that up. Miss Phyllis say, since President Biden, thank you, President Biden, for signing it into a federal holiday. But are the schools going to teach lessons or the truth about Juneteenth? Oh, I can help you answer that, Miss Phyllis. You really think they're going to, let's just say they're going to teach you just like how they taught history when we were going to school. They gave us what they wanted us to know about history. Because since you said that, I was on the phone with someone. Oh, yes, I teach about it. Matter of fact, I got a class and we probably had that same discussion over it. But I was on the phone with a coworker, not a coworker, but someone I used to work with, a friend of mine. And she was telling me, she said, Larry, you wouldn't believe we had a Juneteenth call today. That was yesterday. And she said the call, we only got on the call because, it was somebody from Chick-fil-A that were going to be speaking. They thought they were going to get some Chick-fil-A or some gift cards. See how black people are? So she said, now out of all the people in that company, only 4 of us was on there. I said, that should tell you something right now. So I said, so what was it about? Because I was curious, because my HR mindset kicked in. I was curious. I said, what did he talk about? She said, Larry, I can't begin to tell you. I don't even know what that man talked about. She said, I don't know what that man. She said, none of us knew what that man was talking about. He was talking about he can't wait to eat some red velvet cake. And I said, so tell me, what does that have to do with Juneteenth? I said, you are aware that man could not sit up there and talk to you all about Juneteenth, especially when you start getting into the details of the emancipation when it was signed, and a few years later, when black people had to actually be informed that they were free after 3 years. That's when they had to be informed, because they was already free. You know that saying that we always hear about, black people were free and they were still working as slaves, but they didn't know they were free, but they were already free. But you couldn't get out their mind that they were free. Well, you couldn't get out their mind. Yeah, you couldn't get in their mind that they were free because they still was operating as slaves. Yeah, that one. And then too, I have to go read up on, there's another bill. This is why I said people should pay attention. There's another bill, but I have to go read up on it. I want to say, is it the I cannot think of the name of it, but it's actually the bill that a lot of black people was actually talking about. It might have was a Juneteenth bill, but I'm not for sure. But it was a bill that a lot of, especially people in the political area, a lot of blacks, they wanted him to sign that bill because it's kind of similar, but it's kind of like the bill that will pass for the Asians. You know how that bill was actually passed in one day? And then not only that, it's laws and regulations and protections for them, along with a certain amount of dollar amount that's incorporated in that package. Yeah, that one. So I said to myself, you think that, I'm already got into talking about Juneteenth. Miss Phyllis, this is your fault. That's supposed to be tomorrow's topic. Next thing I know, I probably have I have some more topics to add on with Juneteenth, because these people are planning parties, celebrations, and everything else. The celebrations that are probably going on now. I'm gonna make sure I say far, far away, because when it's celebrations, what comes with that, especially in Atlanta, Georgia, when it's celebrations get out of control in Atlanta, out of completely control. And then if I'm just reading this article with Miss Bottoms Up, oh, you good, Miss Phyllis. I'm just long-winded. If I'm just reading this article with Miss Bottoms Up of how they done thrown the whole college encyclopedia library at her, they're trying to say, reason this city is like it is because you have dismantled the public safety department. That's what they say. I didn't say this. Larry J did not say this. This is allegedly. I got this from an article that was online. You have to take that with the people that published this article because I did not say this. Y'all will not have me up in court. Because y'all ain't gonna have me up in court. I be getting up here. When you got up there and said it, you should have shot your darn mouth. See what I want to say. To a certain extent. Well, anyway, I'm trying to decide because I'm already dressed up and everything. So you all be safe out there in these streets, especially if you are in Hotlanta. And some of you'll probably be going to Hoodville tomorrow, aka Lenox Square. So you all be safe out there, and y'all will probably see me pop up tomorrow because if I pop up, more than likely, either I pop up, I'm popping up, or some have popped off and I'm popping up again. So it's going to be either way. So thank you so much for tuning in to Say It, Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. And you all enjoy. Make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, that notification button. Make sure you share it with people so they can tune in and know what's going on in their community, in their city. Because I'm quite sure I can come in some of y'all communities and find out a whole bunch of stuff. Your city, your state, your United States of this America. It's some people, they don't even claim to live here. Nor in the state. And make sure you share it. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in. You all have a great night. Bye. Bye, Miss Phyllis. We will see you in the next chat.